You see, Ganesh, this is the Smriti scripture, the scripture of lower authority, but see the power. Ganesh is a 3-year-old boy, and he loves his mommy. And his mommy says, my boy, you must become clever. Go to the kindergarten and learn the alphabet. And Ganesh says, yes, mommy. He's an obedient boy. I'm sure all of you are like that. That's why you're here, surely. They're both nodding away. So Ganesh was told, go to the kindergarten, become clever like other children. I want my son to be clever, said the mother goddess Parvati. So Ganesh is sent off to the kindergarten. He learns the first few letters of the alphabet. He comes home, he's excited. Mommy, mommy, play with me. All children do that. 3-year, not you now, it's too late. 3-year-old, they always say, mommy, play with me. When they go home, they must play with the mommies. And mommies are always busy. And the mother goddess Parvati is also busy cooking. She said, can't you say I'm busy? Play by yourself. Standard stuff for every family, in every family, same old problem. Even mother goddesses are busy cooking and cleaning. Go and play by yourself, Ganesh, said mother goddess. So Ganesh said, all right. He went to the garden. So the neighbor's cat sitting on the fence, waving his tail. And Ganesh said, cat, I'm going to play with you. The game we are going to play is called the game of school. I am going to be the teacher and make you clever like me, cat. I am going to teach you the first 3 letters, the alphabet, said Ganesh. Because he had only learned 3 letters, so he can't teach any more. I'm going to make you clever like me, so repeat after me the letters of the alphabet and be clever like me, cat. And the poor cat sitting on the fence just waved his tail, saying, I don't know what he's on about. Ganesh said, repeat after me, A. And the cat went, meow. And the Ganesh said, not clever, naughty cat. You're not going to be clever like me. Horrible cat. Repeat after me the first 2 letters of the alphabet, A, B. And the cat went, meow, meow. Ganesh said, you're being deliberately difficult, student. I don't like difficult students. I'm a tough teacher. Ganesh already picked up the things about school. If you don't behave yourself, cat, I'm going to punish you. The cat just waved his tail. Ganesh said, repeat after me, A, B, C. And the cat went, meow, meow, meow. Ganesh said, this is getting out of hand now. Now, you see, he's quite a rough chap. He picked up the cat and gave it 3 thumbs. And Ganesh is quite heavy-handed. He's the son of the mother goddess, so his hand is quite heavy. He gave it 3 whacks. Whack, whack, whack. The cat said, this is a ruffian. I don't want to play with this rough boy. Ran away. Ganesh said, what to do? My student has run away. I can't play the game of school anymore. Let me go back in the kitchen. He went to the kitchen. He saw the mother goddess Parvati there, standing there. And Parvati was bleeding. And Ganesh loves his mommy. If anybody hurts his mommy, Ganesh gets mad. Forget about the cat. He picked up his gada. He said, mommy, who has done this to you? Tell me, I will destroy. The little chap has got a little gada. He's going to destroy anybody who hurts his mommy. I'm sure all of you do that. Mommy, who has... No, you won't do that. I'm worried about your mommy now. Mommy, who has done this to you? Mommy said, come here, my boy. What were you doing just now? Mommy was looking very angry. Ganesh said, I was playing in the garden. Who were you playing with? Asked the mother goddess. I was playing with a cat. Mother goddess asked next, did you hurt the cat, my boy? Uh-oh, went Ganesh in trouble. He said, just a little. He hurt the poor cat quite heavily. Mother goddess said, come here, my boy. This is the most important lesson in your life. I, as the mother of the universe, the mother goddess, live in every living thing. It is I alone who live in every human being, every living thing, every animal. It is I alone who live everywhere. If you hurt or harm any living thing, you hurt me, my boy. And I said, oh, I never knew my mommy lives everywhere. I will never hurt or harm any living thing ever again, said Ganesh. Now, you see, I just done a story. And I do this story in hundreds of schools. I do it regularly. I'm tired of telling the story, but it's such a good story from the Purana, from the legendary stories. The moment I tell the story, the English boys go, they love Ganesh. And they love the idea that you can't hurt other living things. Let me give you an example. At one school, I did the story, and I came away. I got a phone call from the headmistress. She said, what have you done to the children? I said, what have I done? I did Hinduism story. She said, that changed. They were such a rowdy lot. Whenever we have playtime in the school, they would go out in the garden. They are all supposed to play. If they saw a snail, little snail with a little shell, they thought it was funny to step on it and make it go crunch. They thought it was funny. Today they went out to play in the garden, they saw a snail, they bent down and went, "Hello, mommy!" Now, why am I telling this story in the power of narrative? I just told you, the Upanishads talks about you as the spirit, you are the spark of God, everybody is spark of God, teaches this high philosophy, you are the Atman. And you're already falling asleep on me, I saw it. I saw you all falling asleep. Oh, what is he on about? When I do the story of Ganesha and the cat and the mother goddess living in every living thing, you will light up saying, yes, that makes sense. See the power of narration, power of storytelling. The same ideas of Atman and Brahman, which appear abstract and too difficult to understand, become digestible because I presented it through a story of Ganesha, through Purana. So you fall in love with Ganesha, you fall in love with the idea of reverence for life. Oh, life is special, is sacred. It comes naturally. If I told you, given a lecture, always be careful, you won't understand. If I told the children, don't hurt the snail, they say, oh yeah. The moment I went out, they would step on the snail. If I do the story of Ganesha and the mother god, they go, this is such a lovely story. And they go, mommy, everywhere, mommy. They see God everywhere. See the power of storytelling. So even though stories come with health warnings, they continue to be a very powerful tool. So when you see in the Asta TV all these kathas going on, they are using the narrative to draw you to religion and to the higher ideas of philosophy of Hinduism. So relate to the kathas, relate to the storytelling, but remember to grow out of kathas, out of storytelling into the philosophy of Hinduism. So it's nice to be brought up on the story of Ganesh and the cat. But when you become 20-year-old, 15-year-old, it is necessary to move from the storytelling, go into the Upanishads and study the Upanishads and the philosophic heart of Hinduism about Atman and Brahman, without the storytelling, without the colors. It is necessary for you to grow up and mature. Most Hindus I come across, they may be 35, 40-year-old with a moustache, but intellectually they are babies. So they are babies with moustache. I'm not joking. I meet them and I talk to them and they say, no, but this happened. I said, but think for yourself. No, it happened, Mr. Lakhani. You see, this is the problem. We continue to storytelling is nice, but at some stage you must grow out of it, become more mature and go from the storytelling to the philosophic heart of Hindus. And most Hindus struggle. You may think it's easy. It is not easy. I'm struggling myself to shift them, move them, give them a thump a little bit, like Ganesh. Give them a little bit of thump and say, move on, grow up. Let this faculty kick in. Can this truly be true? Think about it. Let me just tell you the story. For example, the story of Ganesh. It caught your attention. You said, yep, got it. And when I went to one English school, one English girl said, Mr. Lakhani, this can't be true, can it? I said, how do you know? He said, because if that was actually true, there are so many people being hurt around the world all the time. Mother Goddess will be bleeding all over the place. It can't be really true, can it? I said, shh, you've grown up. You've moved away from the storytelling to the philosophy. I use this colorful story to put across a very important idea. But you understood the power of storytelling and you've grown out of it. You see the limitation of the story. It can't be literally true. But suppose you tell him, grown up Hindu, this is not literally true. Oh no, how dare you? Then you have lost it. This thing is not kicked in yet. Allow this to kick in. Religion, which is purely emotive, is purely emotional, without the use of intelligence or without the use of rationality, can become counterproductive, make you look like an idiot. When you go to university and you insist these are real stories, you look like a completely outdated person. You can't relate to people of other religion or people who are rationally oriented. You can't relate. You distance yourself. So you hide in your own corner and kind of isolate yourself in my own little group singing bhajan. You will just stay there. You will not interact with the greater society because you decided to partition yourself away from the rest of community by sitting and just not allowing yourself to grow from your own stories.
Free e-learning course in Hinduism. To register, please visit www.hindu-academy.com.
Talks on Hinduism. Sponsored by People Care. Encouraging caring for the elderly in their own homes. For more information, please visit peoplecare.com.